Is that because the president doesn't want to talk about the past 4 years? Is he running from his own record? We're going to have a fair and balanced debate coming up next. Back up on the set, Steve.
Thanks, Gretch. During last week's RNC, Republicans had a week long of themes, including "We Built It." And now, as the DNC is about to kick off right here in Charlotte, how will the Democrats counter that effective message, and will it be successful? Join us right now, live from the NASCAR Hall of Fame for a fair and balanced debate, National Democratic Strategist Bob Weiner, Robert Weiner, and Communications Director for the RNC, Sean Spicer. Good morning to both of you.
Hi, Steve.
All right, Bob, this is your big week. Last week, the Republicans had a very effective week down in Tampa.
Yeah.
How do you counter that?
Clint Eastwood talked about the empty chair, but Romney is the empty suit because he has no specific plans on his programs. They're the party, James Roosevelt told me just yesterday, they're the party that wants to decimate Medicare, Social Security, cut half of people's benefits out of it.
That's news to me.
Yeah, I'm sure it is news. It's news to the American people, too, given the ads that the Republicans are putting out there.
Sean, you know, Mitt Romney, empty suit. I saw polls that show his likability went up. He got, what, a 6-point swing in Rasmussen? They
Not
did
only
okay.
that, but Governor Romney laid out a 5-point plan to get this economy working again, to put people back to work, get careers going for people who are trying to transition to the 21st century, open up new barriers to trade, make us energy independent. What the problem that Bob and their side is going to have this week here in Charlotte is the fundamental question that any incumbent has to answer is, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? And by every measure, the answer is no. The economy is worse. We've had 43 months of unemployment above 8.3%.
Right.
The debt's going to hit $16 trillion while they're here this week. And so they're going to have a tough time answering that question. Are you better off? Because by every measure, the answer is no. And the problem, what they're going to do all week, though, is blame everyone and make excuses.
We heard Governor O'Malley yesterday blame Bush for that. The blaming Bush thing.
Yeah.
Is that? Are we going to hear a lot of that this week?
I get so tired of they have no plan on and things are not as good. We came out of a crash. We reversed the rising bubble, and we've had 3 straight years of rising jobs. And now you've got a party.
Right, but we're still net. We're still down 300,000 jobs from when the president.
It takes some effort, but 4.5 million new jobs since the first 2 months of 800,000 jobs a month lost.
Bob?
And now we're gaining jobs every month.
Well, that's good, and
key.
all of us want to, but
I hope so. Mitch McConnell wouldn't agree with that.
Right.
He said we want to do everything to obstruct Obama.
Right, but Bob, yesterday on all the chat shows, they tried to get some of the Obama surrogates to answer the simple question: are you better off today than you were 4 years ago?
And the answer is yes, we are. When you reverse the bubble
They
of
didn't
going
say that
up,
yesterday.
I think we could have had perhaps a bit stronger answers. Yes, we are better off because you take those first 2 months of a rising a crash and then reverse it for the next 3
You should have talked to Axelrod because he didn't have an answer, a definitive answer.
But you take the next 3 years of increased jobs and you've had a success. Plus, you haven't taken away from women.
Okay.
The Republican Party wants to take away from seniors and from women.
Are you doing the war on women right here live on the show?
Well, 140 bills in the state legislatures and the party of the forced transvaginal ultrasound, Governor McDonald. That's why there's a huge gender gap in Virginia. Is that issue?
Here's a fundamental problem. The president campaigned 4 years ago and said, I know how to fix this. I can get it moving. And now what the answer is well, you know, we're making a little here and there. The problem is we're not better off. He said he was going to cut the deficit in half. We're going to hit $16 trillion. He said that he had a plan to get unemployment down to around 6%. We're at 8.3. He said he had a plan to deal with energy. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And what they're going to hear is a lot of what Bob said. Instead of talking about their agenda, they're going to say, here's where the Republicans are bad. They're going to attack Mitt Romney. They're going to blame Bush. They're going to talk about what they inherited. Nothing about what they're going to do, and they certainly aren't going to talk about their
It's a Democrats' week, so let's see which way it goes. Bob, we're going to have to wrap it up right there.
It's not true. President Obama has said that he wants to take half the money from the closing down of the wars and use it for deficit infrastructure.
He's a talking points machine.
Those are a concrete plan that the Republicans never want to hear.
All right, Bob and Sean, we thank you very much for joining us live today in the heart of Charlotte.